Hello everyone, welcome to Tesla Shree channel. So I currently am running the FSD Beta 10.4 update, and I had to run a few errands, so I thought I'll check it out and see what all improvements they have made. So I'm making a left turn here. So there was a yield. It looks like it went a little too close to the curb for me. I think for the sensors, it feels like it is well away from the curb, but when you're inside the car, it does feel a little, when it makes the left turn, and if there's like a curb there, it does get a little too close to comfort. So I think that needs to be fixed so that it makes a little wider left turn than going too close to the curb. So that always makes me nervous with Beta. So it is going straight. That's good. So yeah, I was saying I'm on 10.4, and I will put the release notes if anyone wants to read through it. You can feel free to pause and check out the release notes for this version and see what all improvements have been made. But this drive is mainly within city. I don't have to get onto the highway, so I thought it'll be a good test to see the improvements in FSD Beta 10.4 and to see how it does. It's making a right turn here. So the light was green, so it did a great right turn, and my left turn is coming up ahead, so it got me to the left lane after making the right there. So we are coming up to another left. Let's see. So it maps it out. You can see its routing. It does map it out well in advance that's the lane it's going to take. And now there's no one there, and this is yield. So yeah, it did a great left turn. Yeah, perfect left turn. Again, it could be a little more to the right. I think it tries to center itself, and at least we feel like it's closer to the curb. Because if you're used to driving, you're always on the cautious side, and then you drive a little away from the curb as much as possible. But with Tesla, it tries to center, itself. So this is a stop all way, and it has been doing really good at stop always. It stops, makes sure there's no other car waiting, and also it highlights the car that came in first. So if there was already a car sitting there, it shows that in maybe like a blue color, that's the car that's supposed to go first, and then after they proceed, it goes ahead. So this is pure full self-driving beta version, because I am driving on city streets. The limit is 30 miles per hour here, speed limit. So yeah, it is pretty much doing the self-driving by itself. And there have been cases where if the lane is not too clear, so like here, I don't know if you can see the lane, but the actual lane division is not clear here. But So sometimes it tries to center it, it'll go right in between. But today it did great. Got me to the left lane, and then the right lane was available for anyone who needs to make a right turn. So that was good, even without the lane marking being clear. So that's important. Yeah, pretty narrow streets here, driving purely inside city limits. So it's been doing really great so far. So autopilot paused. So it sees the pedestrian. It did a hard stop though for the pedestrian, and then it even, it was a stop sign. So we had already stopped. So yeah, it's like it did a hard stop a little before the stop sign, but there was no one else there. It let the pedestrian cross. And then it proceeded. So really great handling. The stop was a little abrupt. That could have been slowed down a bit. So there you go. Here again, it got confused. The lane markings, if it's not 100%, sometimes it gets confused. So the light's red. I'll press the accelerator a bit. So sometimes if you feel like you are okay to proceed, you can press the accelerator, and then it does go forward. So there's a railway crossing, and I don't think it slows down. So I'll just bring down my speed for it, because if so right now the light's red on it, so it did slow down. But otherwise, in railway crossings, it doesn't slow down yet. So let's wait here. I don't want to stop on the tracks. And then Tesla didn't go forward by itself, so it does have the so a gray line means it's not okay to proceed. It does turn green when it's good to go, the line here. So right now it is holding back. So it's the light turned green, and this and as you saw, the dotted lines turned green. That means it's good to go. So I'll increase my speed back to 40 miles per hour, because the limit is 35 here on this street. So there's a right turn coming up. Let me see if I can slow down a bit. Sometimes it does go a little faster. Let's see. So right is coming up. I don't see it slowing down yet. Now it started slowing down, and then it made the right turn. So that's awesome. So you saw you see the barricades there. It made a right turn, and then it saw the barricades there, so it came to the left and did perfectly. Oh, that's awesome. That was great. And also I see the speed. So this is my destination, and I was saying there are speed bumps that it did slow down for, so that's great as well. So let me finish my work that I'm here for, and then when I'm heading back, I'll put it back on, and then we'll see how it does for the rest of my errands. I'm pulling over here. I had to drop off a package, so let me do that and be right back. So I'm done with my work here, heading back to another location where I have to drop off another package. So I have my nav on. Let me pull out of this, and then as soon as I come out. Let me turn it on. All right, so we're back in business, and then hopefully it should take me automatically. So if some cars are parked on the right, it does drive you. It leaves them and then drives around them. So that's good. So this is a bigger stop coming up, and I need to make a left. So let's see how it does. I'll be a little cautious here. So it's creeping forward. Okay, yeah, perfect. There's no one here. And then it got me to the slower lane. Perfect. There's a right coming up now. So yeah, a lot of scope to test out 10.4 beta in this drive. So I'm really happy about that. Just bring down my speed. See, there are some cars coming in. Just make sure it's making a right here. Yeah, so that happened. So I felt like it was going a little too close. Let me tap that again, and then let me take. So I did have to take over. It might, I don't know if it was too close, but it felt it was really close to the car on the left when it was making the left. So I didn't want to risk it. And then it stopped, thinking there's a T intersection. That's happened once or twice to me. It's all of a sudden feels like it has to stop for a T intersection, but there is no T intersection there. So yeah, let's just be careful about that. All right, so I had to take over there, and I did report that by pressing the video icon there. So that sends out like a quick video footage to Tesla for review, and hopefully they'll take a look and see what happened. So this is work in progress, as in when they improve the system, it will get better and better. So just be careful when you're out there, and make sure you're ready to take over as soon as possible. Yeah, so that you're not involved in an accident or anything. So just one straight road, it looks like, till I get onto the freeway, which is about 2 miles from here. So yeah, let's see how it does till then. Just straight driving. so the truck in front of me was going a little slow, so it did come to the faster lane. It did bring me over to the faster lane, and it should get me back there in some time. Because the next, I need to make a right next. So, let's see. So yeah, there was, it started going with the red light on, which is strange. So I had to stop, hit the brake, and then I reported it. The green was actually for, the green light was for someone who was trying to make a left, but it started going. So not sure what happened there. Okay, so it again did a hard brake. I think it saw a sign there which looked like I don't know, maybe a stop or a traffic sign for it for some reason. So it did a hard brake, but I make sure to have my leg in front of the accelerator. So anytime I see, you know, it's slowing down abruptly, but there's room to go forward, I press the accelerator. So again, it tried to pass, got me to the left lane and passed the car on the right. I don't know what's happening. It tried to go there, and then it's struggling, so I disabled autopilot. So it was struggling. I think it's the lane markings which confused it a bit. So I think that was it. So I have it on again. It needs to make a steep right turn here. So I thought I'll turn it on and see how it does. All right, there are several cars coming over, as you see here. I am looking in that direction to see if I can. I think it's safe to go now. It should probably go, but let's see. I pressed the accelerator now. It didn't go yet. It was probably waiting for the cars on the other side who were making a U-turn. So I think it was waiting for them to go, which technically you have the right to wait. So it's so that's what I feel, but I don't know why it was waiting for. Oh wow. I don't know what happened there. It just tried to take me to the left lane, and then it came back, and yeah, to a lot of jerky moments, so I did report it, which is not good. I mean, that it shouldn't have done such sudden movements. If there was someone else behind me, they would probably be wondering, what am I doing? Yeah. So when it gets on the highway, that rarely happens. It's never, I wouldn't say never, but it does happen once in a while, but it's rare, where it tries to bring you over, and then it feels like there's someone on the left of you, and then it comes back to your to the exit lane. So that's where the confusion happens. I think that's what happened today as well. So yeah, still work in progress. Be really careful about it with it. So my exit's again coming up in a mile, so it is, it's keeping me in this lane. So we should get back to, we should see it going back to FSD Beta as soon as we exit out of the highway. And I think I need to make a right, which is a little immediate. I hope it can make it. If not, I'll have to probably take over and come to the far right, because it is a little slow with making, turns, immediate turns. So it gets, so there you go, there was a car there. Yep, so I had to take over from it, and I've seen this, so it is, I think it needs a lot of work, where it can't see the lane, I think. So we are driving inside like a parking lot, so the lane is not marked correctly, but you do see the division there. So it made the left, needs to make an immediate right here. That's good. So I am going to the Home Depot there, so let's see how far it can take me. Immediate jerky turns, because the lanes are barely visible here. I can imagine, it's tough. So I am being really careful here because it is struggling, and it had to make a right, so I just took over. Yep. So I'll just take over from here, finish what I'm here for, and then come back and show you the rest of my drive, which is I'm just heading back.